Bueno, Camino's Pastor Bruce. This past week I went to the gym to swim and get some laps in, and I went in and as I was going in the pool area, I saw a dad and a daughter. Look, I assumed it was his daughter, and she's about 12 years old, maybe 11, and it appeared that he was teaching her how to swim, that she had never swam before, and he was floating up and down the, it's only about a 4-foot pool, and for laps. And so he was kind of just walking along and floating along. And she was, at first I thought he was teaching her how to tread water. She had her head above water, and she was, just sputting and spittering and thrashing, and her arms were thrashing and her legs were down, and she looked more, it just didn't look good, And I thought, well, maybe she's treading water. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. 20 minutes later, they'd been doing the same thing. Up and down the pool, up and down the pool. And he wasn't teaching her how to swim. And I'm not a swim coach, but he was teaching her how to drown is what he was teaching her. Thrash around as much as possible until you completely exhaust yourself, and then you drowned. He didn't teach her how to float. He didn't teach her how to breathe. He didn't teach her how to stroke. He didn't teach her how to kick. He didn't know what he was doing. It was not good. How do you know when you're getting good advice? How do you know when it's the Spirit of God who's moving you and not something else? Simple passage that I know you're familiar with, but it was interesting because I was looking at it from a different light. Galatians chapter 5. The fruit of the Spirit. This Sunday we're talking about Pentecost, the coming of the Spirit. The fruit of the Spirit. What is the evidence that the Spirit of God is present? The fruit of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. That's the evidence of the presence of the Spirit of God, the Holy Spirit. When you have those things present, when you are at peace with what is going on, when there's love, when there's joy, when there's peace, all of these things mark the presence of the Holy Spirit. When those things are present, you can be pretty confident that what you're hearing or feeling is the Spirit of God and not something else that in the end only has you thrashing around and learning how to drown. Mark the fruit of the Spirit. See you soon, church.